Live from the smallest studio in Hollywood, California, it's the Friday News Quiz with your hosts, Glenn Walker and Mark Kriske.
You know, I can still rock and roll all night because I don't party every day.
Oh my.
Sad news, guys. Mark and Glenn were going to be here to host, but as they were coming up the street, a house landed on them because of all this treacherous wind.
Okay?
They're fine, but yeah, they're not going to make it. So.
To here or like?
I mean,
you said they were fine.
They will make it mortally. They will not make it here physically because the house.
I'm starting to think. I don't want to put this out into the universe, but I know they're here all the time. It's just weird. I can't remember the last time specifically.
I just, you know,
it was you weren't here. You were off. It was when you were off. They actually did come by.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to hear that. I just feel so bad about the house. Houses are expensive here in the valley, so for one to just pick up and leave and fall on Mark and
Well,
Glenn.
you can buy it at a discount now if you're really interested.
1.2.
The foundation is all jacked up.
All right, well.
But I'll go ahead and host for you today. Friday News
Thanks,
Quiz.
Bob.
I will test your knowledge on the news of the week. We'll give everybody a turn to answer just because of the format is a little bit wishy-washy now because of the
COVID.
Yes, because of COVID and the Skype situation and everything. But we're going to kind of do a which one of these doesn't belong here type of thing. So we'll talk about some news stories. I'll show you some options, and you guys will have to tell me which of those does not belong. So, for example, your first question, we did a story earlier this week that Six Flags Magic Mountain was introducing a Flex Pass. It's basically a front-of-the-line pass that you can buy to bypass the regular queue, but you can only use it on 4 attractions. I want you guys to look at this and tell me which of these attractions is not included in the Flex Pass. Robert, that's going to be your Q1 there. So which of these options is not included on the Flex Pass?
Andy.
Is it West Coast Racers,
we're all
Twisted Colossus,
answering.
Tatsu, Goliath, Full Throttle? Andy said his name first, so I'll let him answer first. and
Tatsu
then
was
we'll
not.
go
I read
around.
this story, I believe. I think it was Tatsu was not included.
My guess is also Tatsu.
Okay, what? I can't. This is not fair. Tatsu. How can I go against you guys? Tatsu.
Okay, well, everybody gets a point because it is Tatsu, and Andy was so sure and let everybody else know he was so sure that they went ahead.
I would have
and
picked that anyway because that's like one of the premier rides.
Yeah.
So it's
You don't
like,
think the other ones are premier? I haven't been to Six Flags in a long time, so I don't even know what they're
I've
like.
never been.
Tatsu?
Yeah, I
I've
get it.
never been.
Okay, do you remember not the Motorola Razr? It was the Sliver. It was the no flip version of the Razr.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You don't remember that?
I do, yeah.
It had iTunes on it?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so my friend had that phone in his pocket when we were on Tatsu, and they take a little picture just to rub it in. The phone slipped out and gone forever.
Wow.
On that ride.
Should have had a chocolate,
I think it was on a pic. My other friend did have the chocolate.
and it probably stayed in.
Yeah.
Girth.
Wow.
More girth.
Yeah, more grip from the phone probably would have helped. All right, so 1 on the board all the way around. We'll go on to the next question. We did this story also earlier this week that Microsoft was buying video game publisher Activision Blizzard for nearly $70 billion. So with that, they got a bunch of games and franchises. So you're going to look at this and tell me which of these franchises is not included in that purchase because it is not an Activision Blizzard game. Is it Call of Duty, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Diablo, Crash Bandicoot, Apex Legends, or Candy Crush? Which of these
Candy
games
Crush.
is not included
Candy Kush.
in Microsoft's purchase?
Candy Kush.
Is that on purpose?
What were you
Oh,
doing
yeah,
when you
Candy
made
Crush.
this?
Candy Kush. Nice.
Only one?
It's only one of those games.
I'm gonna pick Candy Crush.
Candy Kush. Okay,
Candy
Sam
Kush.
says Candy Kush.
Well, technically,
Only one of these
Okay.
is not included?
Only one of those is not an Activision Blizzard game. That is
Wow.
not part of the deal.
Well,
Or franchise, rather.
Well,
I
Andrew,
think it's
come on.
Candy Kush also. I think it is.
Okay, Andy says
I think
Candy
Sam is
Kush.
right.
Rob?
Well, now I'm wrong.
Are you trying to do a trick question? Because Candy Kush is nothing, actually. So
Okay.
Candy Crush.
You didn't
It's a
mean
typo.
Crush.
It's Candy Crush, Robert. We established
along,
that.
sir.
God.
Is Candy? Is Candy Crush part of Zynga? I believe it might be part of Zynga, not Activision.
Activision.
But I'm gonna say Apex Legends. Because I will agree that it's Candy Crush. That's final answer.
All right, well, you should have gone with your gut, Robert, because it's Apex Legends.
See? Pure pressure.
Candy Crush
Dang
is
it.
From King, which is the parent company of is Activision Blizzard.
Wow.
Zynga, Robert, as you mentioned, is Farmville, which just got bought by Take-Two a couple weeks ago. So no points for anybody on that one. Sorry.
My goodness. That's okay. Yeah. We can all go down together.
Yeah, exactly. So still 1-1 on the board. Your next question, Daniel Radcliffe, we talked about, is going to be starring in a Weird Al Yankovic biopic that's coming to the Roku channel. So I want you to look at these and tell me which of these
There goes our viewership.
is not the title of a Weird Al Yankovic parody song. Which of these is not a Weird Al parody song? White and Nerdy, Gump, Another One Rides the Bus, Livin' La Vida Yoda, Canadian Idiot, Inactive, Eat It, or My Bologna?
Bologna?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's definitely that one is a real one because he says it, my Bologna, like my Sharona.
Are you sure?
But I think that based on the way you said it,
okay, now I'm going through it, Sam. I'm going through my mind, and I'm like, Bobby is also a stupidly creative person.
Yes.
So which one did Bobby come up
Yeah. No, I know.
And I'm gonna go with Canadian Idiot.
I think I Want to Be a Canadian Idiot is a song,
of course it
though.
makes sense.
I think that
but
is
is it
one.
real, or is that something Bobby
I've
came
heard
up
that
with?
one.
Because that's also very good.
You make a great point. He is very funny. And we see this one more time, please.
Oh.
Inactive is like radioactive, right? That's like that's not funny enough. I think it's Another One Rides the Bus.
See, then it's like, is it inactive? Because it's that bad. Inactive is real.
Yeah, it can't. Bobby wouldn't have come up with something that dumb.
Yeah.
He would have.
Oh, no,
you
is
know,
that the one?
tried
Okay,
a little
well,
harder.
What's Gump? You guys aren't even referencing Gump. That one's like.
Yeah, that's weird, but also same kind of thing as Inactive, where it's like he would never just put the word Gump.
Or would he?
Would he? I don't
Reverse
know.
psychology. We don't have enough time to think about it.
Yeah, we got
Another One Rides the
guesses
Bus.
all the way around.
My final answer. Another One Rides the Bus.
Okay.
Did you have one?
Oh yeah, I said Canadian Idiot.
Okay, right.
And you said
Bus.
The correct answer is actually Livin' La Vida Yoda.
Dang it! That's also very Bobby. Why did we get that?
He does have a song called Yoda, but it's not Livin' La Vida Yoda.
Wow.
Another One Rides the Bus is one of his early parodies, and Canadian Idiot is
a real
Weird Al
song. Yeah. Wow, the Yoda. Yeah, because he did do a Star Wars parody record.
Yeah. He did the
Bye
Saga
Bye
Begins,
Mr. Anakin guy.
and Yoda,
Mr. Anakin guy. Oh.
Not Livin' La Vida Yoda. Sorry about that. Okay, one more for you. We did this. Oh, this is a tough one. Bump.com. They released the data for the baby name trends of the year. So you're gonna look at this big old list and tell me which one of these was not on the list.
Sam.
Of baby names, top baby names.
That was too fast.
Sam answered quick.
Caden.
Sam says Caden.
I'm gonna say Aaliyah.
Andy says Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
And Rob says
They're all so dumb.
What?
Names are so stupid.
I will also say
Oh, look at the name.
Elias. Is that Elias or is it Aaliyah? I want to say the one with the E.
Elias.
Okay. Yeah, Elias.
Okay, well, you were all wrong. It's
Dang it.
actually Cassian was the one that is made up on there. Cassian is not part of the
Darn it.
baby name trend. So that means you all tied with 1 point. Robert, if you would have went with your gut on the earlier question,
That's
you would have
hard.
won,
That was a hard news
but
quiz.
you blew it. I guess everybody shares the banana this week. But good work on the first question. and
Wasn't I winning the banana on Monday?
there was no
was
show
that-
on Monday.
Last Monday.
The joke is not worth
That was last Monday.
Because
You
I've
were-
never had the chance to claim
so
my banana.
Last Monday you were leading, but
That's
we
your
didn't have a
fault.
show on Friday.
Okay.
And then this week we didn't have a show on Monday. So I guess if you want to carry over from last week,
Thank
would
you.
win,
Okay, I
but-
will. Thank you so much. I will take this win with humility and
Sincerely.
gratitude.
Right. Oh, we're all adults.